Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Sunday, April 14th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 16 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 70 degrees with a high of 80 and a low of 54. All righty, I love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs. And very importantly, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Those are the 3 steps I walk you through. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. Excuse me. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who watch this broadcast when it goes into my group Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, which you should be a member of because that's where you get your freebies to do the duet piece. All right. Oh my gosh, excuse me. All right, let's try and not cough my way through this. Hi, Sarah. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday to one and all. Hi, Maggie. Okay. Now, for those of you that might be new, I always give away a freebie as a duet out of one of my books. This is from Beauty Mark Beauty's Jubilee. Hello, Julie. And this is the one that everybody's got downloaded so that you can color this with me. Hi, Stacy May. All right. So on this one, per the request of one of my peeps, I'm doing this part of this in gel pens. Now, obviously, I couldn't do the face, can't do the hair in gel pens, but I can do everything else. So that's what I've been working on. And then I've got adult coloring book by Tatiana Stilova. We're working our way through this little dragon here that's sleeping on a hot water bottle. Notice that this dragon is growing up and going through a color change, as is our little elephant. Mamie! So glad to see you, Mamie! And guys, my regulars, please don't forget to hit that like button. For all the work I do for you, that's the only thing that I ask back. So please hit that like. Okay, so I've got that. And then, as promised, I got the new book in. Mischievous Fairies Jubilee, 50 Delightful Grayscale Images. So I'm going to do a really quick flip through of that so you can see it. It is ridiculously cute. This is book number 104 of my Jubilee series. All right. So let me get to the images. So you guys will need to tell me what you think. All these pictures are little fairies getting into one predicament or the next or another. Here's a cute little fairy with sneakers on. Oh, Julie, you love the first image? Yeah, isn't that cool? Guys, don't forget you can buy individual images out of my book, $1.49 each or 2 for $2. Linda, the three amigos, uno, dos, tres. So I wanted to do a book that was ridiculously playful. We've got a fairy raiding the cookie jar. Excuse me. And this one has butterfly wings, which I thought was really neat. Hello, Michelle. And notice the two little baby fairies up here flying around. And somebody broke into the honey jar. PDFs of the book are available. $7.99. Just contact me on Messenger. Julie, I think you'd like it. Michelle, hello, right back at you, and I'm doing great. Look at this little fairy getting tied up into the spaghetti. Michelle, what do you think of my little fairy book? Now, this is the cover. I love the expression on this little girl. So, Maggie did this book for me, did this cover for me. And notice, I said 50 delightful grayscale images of rascally fairies to color and enjoy. So these fairies are rascally. Poor little fairy dropped the glass. This one spilled a jar again, the vase of flowers. And we've got another little buglet here. Now, if this one isn't mischievous, I don't know what is. This fairy with a pin. How cute is that? Here's one hanging out on a Coca-Cola can. Here we've got another little mud puppy, although she's wearing boots, which is funny if you think about it because the dress is going to be all muddy. This one has marbles all over the floor. And notice that some of these marbles have wings. And we've got a fairy tied up in yarn. Yeah, Linda, the affiliate, is in the group. Here's a spilled milk jar. All right, Linda's going to get the book. Here's a fairy with a broken dolly. Here's a fairy being rascally holding on one of these buglets. Here's a little fairy gently pulling a cat's tail. Oh yeah, the facial expressions are phenomenal. Guys, I take a lot of care when I put my books together. I edit and add a lot to the page. Love, love, love this one. Here's a fairy getting into a strawberry jar. Then we've got a pouty fairy. I didn't know the fairies pouted. And I love this one with the blue jeans, the ripped blue jeans. Oh, you know I'll do a duet from this, Linda. Here's a cutie diving into some watermelon. And then we've got another little baby one here. And who can resist a fairy drawing on the wall with crayons? And then we've got a fairy here who's out and about at a camp out instead of doing their fairy jobs, but that's okay. Here's one getting messy with ice cream. Guys, what do you think of this one? Do you like it? A gnome and a fairy together. And then we've got a little boy trying on the big shoes. And then we've got a little fairy who apparently is not happy with dinner. Who do I think will win the argument between the fairy and the gnome? Oh, that's a good question. Isn't this ridiculously cute? And at least these two fairies are smiling at each other. And this fairy decided to pull up some flowers and run away with them. And then we've got a fairy doing a little graffiti on a car. And then we've got a fairy throwing snowballs. Let me get that focus. There we go. Almost done. And then we have a PO'd fairy. And then this little fairy is climbing around, getting into something. This one will be gorgeous, done up with the, what am I trying to say? The concrete wall and the greenery on the dress. And then we've got a little boy here that's gotten into mud. So I did a boy and a girl with the mud picture. Oh, where'd that other one? Yeah, there we go. So we've got our little girl that got into the mud, and then we've got our little boy. Couldn't resist. How could you be mad at that face, though, right? And then we've got somebody that doesn't want to get out of bed. I can relate to that. So guys, what do you think? You like it? Linda loves it. And somebody got into the cake batter. Lots of chocolate being flung around on this one. And we've got somebody that spilled coffee. Little coffee beans here. Isn't this adorable? Somebody raided a closet. And the thing is, guys, I thought that you would enjoy me putting butterfly wings on some of these fairies. So that's what I did. Here's a jeans dress. And here's our little fairy girl raiding mom's dresses. This one would be, it would take you a while, but this one would be gorgeous done up as well. Julie, are you seeing some ideas from Procreate? Got one brushing up something here, but she's looking very mischievous. And, you know, I always give you guys a bonus page. So this isn't mischievous at all, really. This is just a cute little bonus page for you. All right. Let me show you the back real quick. This will give you an idea for a coloring guide. Let's see what we got here. Here's our little fairy and gnome. I put that one on the back on purpose. Here's the image with all the dresses. If somebody wants to tackle that. Isn't that ridiculously cute? All of it. Our little pouty fairy. Now, I want you to notice something here too. You don't see it very often. Is look at the multiple colors on the wings here. That looks absolutely adorable. So there's an idea for you for doing fairy wings. Okay, let's get coloring. So there's the book, Mischievous Fairies Jubilee. The affiliate is in the group if anybody's interested. Let me see if I can grab that affiliate real quick for you. There you go. If anybody wants to pick up the book, That should take you directly, but you can get this PDF as well. All right. Let's get back to our Beauty Mark Beauties. Let me get my paper towel. Julie, just contact me directly. You know how to do it if you want the PDF. Just contact me in Facebook, guys, if you want it. Has anyone had a problem commenting? Sandy can't comment. Hi, Sandy. She can see and hear but can't comment. Oh, you know, that's been popping up for people and I don't know why. It's something weird with YouTube. Hi, Sandy. Sorry. Dorothy, hello. By the way. Hold on, guys. Oh. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Sarah, you leaving a little early tonight? Okay, now remember, if you don't have gel pens, oh yeah, that's right, Sandy, you had, or Julie, you had to update your iPad. Thank you for reminding me. Sandy, you've got to get the latest iOS. Okay, so last night I was working with my pink and my purple gel pens. And that tapping that you're hearing is I'm just taking my pen and tapping it to get the ink flowing. Because sometimes it doesn't, unfortunately. Okay, so let's continue here with our leaves. Let me get my proper colors out here. Okay. How many of you are using gel pens with this? Now I'm going to use my darker gel pen on these leaves. Now, since we have these leaves nestled together, I'm going to take my lighter green, and where the leaves touch each other, I'm just going to use that lighter green. Just enough to give us a little bit of difference. Thank you, Kitty. So add that little bit of lighter gel pen, and that way your pieces won't get muddled. Now, on this last leaf, I'm going to use my lighter green. And again, I want you to notice that I'm coloring in the direction of the artwork. We're not just filling in spots here. Okay, so let's pop over to these other leaves. I'm on the left-hand side. Sandy said hi. Hi, Sandy! Oh! Okay, so we've got some leaves, these smaller leaves here in between. And I'm going to make this a leaf in here. You know how sometimes, guys, you have to color up weird artwork. Sandy, good to see ya. And then I'm going to go back to my darker green. And I want you to notice the reason, again, that I'm following the leaves is because why? The gel pen gives us these little streaks. And I'm taking advantage of that. So in other words, I'm not quite filling in my gel pen all the way. Isn't that beautiful? Questions? Mamie, are you using your gel pens? All right, let's do this next leaf. Okay, now this one, I'm going to go ahead and run the green all the way up. Mamie, how do you like the gel pens? It's a whole different beast. Or whole different animal, I should say. And now I'm using this second green just on the tip. All right, let's take a look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Sandy, this will give you a chance to use your gel pens again. And again, for anybody that doesn't have gel pens, don't fuss. You can just use your pencil. Okay. Not really a fan. Afraid if a pen goes bad or runs out of ink, I'll not be able to finish this since I don't have that. Since I don't have that any... Finish what you're saying. Oh, since you don't have that many, I got it. You don't have to retype. Okay, Mamie, use a mix of gel pen and, use a mix of gel pen and colored pencil. It'll still look pretty cool. Okay, Mamie, don't panic and don't give up on gel pens. It's just a whole different media. Okay, I'm going to work with a red and a pink gel pen on these roses. So, Mamie, if you have red gel pen, just highlight with a pink pencil. Hi, Emily. Okay, I want you to notice that I'm coloring on the bottom half of these petals. Mamie, is what I'm telling you making sense? Yeah, I kind of put the Easter Cuties Jubilee on the back burner, but I suppose that I could release it anyway. I mean, so what? I really like the format of that particular book because it's ridiculously cute. So yeah, I will do up Easter Cuties Jubilee. Remind me at 10:15 p.m. to make a note to release Easter Cuties Jubilee.
Okay, I added make a note to release Easter Cuties Jubilee for tonight at 10:15 p.m.
Okay, so check out how I'm working on the bases, the base of each of these petals. That's where my darker color would be. And this will make sense momentarily. Momentarily. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my, let me pull out so you can see where I am. I'm on the two flowers that are on the left hand side here. All right. Then I'm going to come in with my pink. And remember that I'm still coloring in the direction of the petal. I'm not just willy-nilly adding this color. Isn't that beautiful? And you'll see the effect when I pull out. When you use gel pen, it almost looks like a watercolor. And this is why it's particularly important, guys, that when you do your gel pen, you keep coloring in the direction of the petal. See how I'm doing that? So in other words, I'm extending the red. See on this area right here? I'm not going crossways. I'm going with the direction of the red. And Mamie, like I said, with this, if you had, let's say you had a red gel pen, but you don't have pink, go ahead and use a pink pencil to extend your color. Just don't cover up your red gel pen. Oh, how pretty is that? All right, let's get this puppy at the top here. Now, at the bottom, for this particular petal here, I'm just going to go ahead and do it all pink. Same here. Now this little guy I'm taking as a leaf, so I'm not going to touch that at the moment. All right, let me pull out. Oops, I missed one. Hi, Day Trade, welcome. Oh, you're making dinner for the kids and you'll come back in later. Cool. Thanks for letting us know. Welcome back. Okay. Now let's pop over to the second flower. Day Trade is in the building. Okay, let's work this second flower. Mamie, are you using pencil in addition to your gel pen? Oh, Mamie, you're just watching right now. Okay. Mamie, do you like the idea of using your pencil with your gel pens? Okay, so notice I'm getting the base color, well, not the base color, but my darker color that's in the shadows. All the way around on our flower here. Now, don't go too far outward. Let's see, I'm going to darken that on the inside here. And now I'm going to use my pink. And again, notice that I'm coloring in the same direction. And guys, don't rush through this. Well, Mamie, like I said, all I ask is that you try. Let's see if I can do this without my hand in the way. What a concept. So guys, how's your day going today? Win, lose, or draw? Okay, Kitty, thank you. Now, if you notice your pen starting to clog up, okay, Mamie draw, Emily draw. Yeah, I'm having a draw as well. Oh, Kitty says win. Kitty, what was your win? Clean off your pen tip on your paper towel, guys. Keep your pens from clogging up. Oh, how pretty is that? Maggie says draw. Linda says draw. Thomas says, hi teacher, sorry I'm late. No problems. We figured you'd get here when you could. Guys, what do you think? Oh, Kitty, that's great. Okay. Thomas, no, I've got 2 more hours. Okay, we've got a couple more of these little roses here. And I just noticed a green area that I missed on my leaf. Thomas, no problem. Hey, I get confused too. Okay, I'm just filling in that one little leaf here. All right. Don't know why you're apologizing, no problem. Okay, we've got 2 more little roses to do. There's a teeny tiny rose in the middle, directly underneath our purple guy. So I'm going to start with my dark red, same as before. And then I'm going to come in with my pink. Check it out. And then I'm going to pop over to our right, her left. And we've got a rose over there. Let me pull out so you can see exactly where I am. See it? Camera adjustment. There we go. Darlene, how do you like it so far? Darlene watches after the fact. She's known as Dutch. And she's the one that asked me to do a picture with gel pens. Sandy, I hope you're enjoying this. All right, so we've got our red here. And now we're coming in with the pink. Now notice how I'm going outward with my pink. Again, I'm following the petal. I'm having way too much fun with this. Are you guys enjoying it? Way too pretty. All right, let me pull out. Check it out. Oh, Kitty, you might be able to get the mandala book? Cool. Okay. Now, okay, Kitty, you let me know. Now, I'm back on my flower on the left-hand side, her right. And I'm going to come in with a Payne's Gray. And I'm very lightly going to shade in our gray between our petals. Be very, very light when you do this. You don't want to have it come out streaky. And notice how I'm coming out a little bit with that gray. When I do this. And what you're creating here is you're creating a what? A shadow of the petals on each other. Everybody see how I'm coming out with that gray just a little bit? And I'm getting lighter and lighter as I do that, right? Look at the difference now between the two flowers. And guys, I'm barely touching that pencil to paper. Okay, let's go ahead and do the second flower. See how I'm bringing that gray outward? I'm doing it the same way that I did the pink and the red. Isn't that beautiful? Now again, don't be heavy-handed when you do this. You want to color like you're coloring what? On a balloon. And let's pop over to this one here. There you go. Now I'm going to do a little more shading. I need to check something here. Maggie sent me something. Oh, all right. Maggie is working on the little girl in the kitchen who's painting in the kitchen. This is a freebie that I uploaded for you guys. Oh, is that cute, Maggie? What do you guys think? That is beautiful. And look at the delicate pink that she did on the vase and the tea pots with the gold. Whoop! I love the detail of the gold on the pot and on the vase, and then the pink, and then the rest of the vase basically being the white. Nifty. Check it out. Whoop! You don't need to see my green shirt. So between Julie's piece and Maggie's piece, this should inspire you, you guys. Good job on the apples, too. All right. You guys are making me proud. Who else is going to submit their picture that I gave you? Oh, man, guys. Thomas, are you still here? All right. Now, we're going to go to the leaves, and then I need to switch projects. And I'm going to add a little bit of my Payne's Gray shading next to where the leaves overlap. Now again, you want to do this very lightly. Check it out. And I want you to notice how beautifully colored pencil goes over gel pen. So if you have any doubts about that, they should be gone now. Okay. Now, I want you to look at the difference now between these leaves and these leaves, because I put the dimension over here. Everybody see that? Okay, let's go ahead and add our shading to these leaves. Gel pens and colored pencil are a beautiful combination. Okay, Maggie, thank you. Oh, Maggie, or Mamie, you're welcome. Now, I want you to notice as well that I'm using my Payne's Gray, which is a Faber-Castell gray, but you can use a gray that you have. I want you to see how I'm shading the edge of this leaf. And the spine a little bit. And look at the dimension that we end up with. Darlene's probably going nuts about this time, because Darlene, I'm guessing that you don't normally use pencil with gel pen. And Sandy, I'm not sure about you, whether you've used pencil on gel pen. Now again, guys, don't go crazy with your pencil. Yeah, you've seen pencil and marker before, but not this. Yeah. Pretty cool, isn't it? And I'm just going to put a whisper of gray on these veins. Oops. Always helps to focus on the leaf I'm working on. Barely touching the paper, guys. That's how powerful your gray is. Okay, let's go to our next leaf. We'll shade it darker next to the flower. That's right, let the pencil do the work. Okay, a little bit of gray on the veins. Make sure your pencil is sharp, and make sure that when you lift it from the paper, you do that little turn. And then I'm going to shadow my edges. Let me pull out just a little bit. Okay, next leaf. and then a little bit of our shading around the outside. And I'm going to finger blend these. Guys, check out how dimensional our leaves look. Any questions? I'm also going to finger blend over my roses. And that really blends that gray. Okay, I'm going to move on to my next project. I hope you've been enjoying what I'm doing on this one. Now, you know that I'm going to come back and I'm going to shade and shadow my purple flowers, but for obvious reasons, I'm not going to do it. Well, it may not be obvious to you, but I'm not going to do this with my gray. We'll see. I'm going to play with it. But the point is, we're going to get some dimension in those petals. Okay, let's switch to our next project. This is Adult Coloring Book by Tatiana Stolova. We're working on our little dragon. And I'm going to play with my washi tape. Hallelujah. Too many designs to pick from. Okay. How many of you have not used washi tape? And what washi tape is, it's a decorative tape and it's translucent. And what you do is you peel it off the roll and you stick it to your coloring and then you trim it. See how it comes up? Kitty, you're familiar with it? Good. I'm just going to trim this end. Maybe I'm assuming you have not used it. Linda, you haven't. So let's go ahead and start applying this. You guys have seen me that are regulars do this before. So what you basically do is you pop down the tape on your piece. I went ahead and trimmed it there. Got the roll off. And then I'm going to take my cutting knife, aka X-Acto as well. Oh, let me look for something here. My craft table tumbled over one day, and my cup with my other X-Acto knife fell over, and I haven't found it. It's on the floor someplace. But you know that when I go ahead and buy replacements, that knife will turn up. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around the tape. Let me turn this because it's easier for me. And then I pull off the excess. Everybody see that? And then I'm going to cut around the bottom here. Now actually I was able to match that seam line pretty closely. When you're putting your washi tape down, try to match the area as much as you can, the edges as much as you can, and that way you don't have to cut them. Now I'm cutting right on top of the black line there. And if you guys look carefully, you can see the outline of the horse's leg here. So I'm going to cut and trim that away. And I'm cutting right on top of that horse's foot. And notice that I'm just spinning the page rather than picking up the knife. And check out how I'm cutting away and peeling now that tape. There you go. All right, let me pull out. Isn't that cool? What do you think? Oh, anyway, so as I was saying about my knife, again, you know, as soon as, like I said, when I buy the replacement, I'm going to find the one I dropped on the floor. Okay. Let's see here. Any questions about this tape so far? So let's go ahead and do the next area. Now, I changed my tape to a slightly darker pattern. So it's still floral, but it's darker. Now, when you select your washi tape, select a width that's comparable to what you're filling in. And that way you'll have less cutting and pasting to do. And again, match your edges as much as you can. And if you have trouble seeing the pattern underneath, just peel back your washi tape and take a peek at where it is. And that way you can fix it. Yes, Brittany, it's washi tape. Now, this washi tape is a little bit darker than my other tape. But that's okay. All right, let's get this bottom here. Now, I've got a little scrap here that I cut off. Save it until you finish with your project because you might have little areas that you need to fill in. So I'm going to hold on to that. And another little trick that I'm going to show you, let me pull out. Now, I have the washi tape in between the horse's leg here, so we're good there. But if you look at the top, I've got a little bit of an area that's still part of that same pattern. See it? It goes up right behind this horse's neck. Now, that is such a teeny tiny spot that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blue pencil either a blue or a gray that's as dark as the tape. And I'm going to color that in. So I've got a little bit of gray, and then I'm going to pop my blue on top of that. Check it out. Now, everybody can see how I do that? I have a little bit of an area down here that's going to be my next tape. I know it's going to be pink because of the floral pattern that I have over here, but I've got a pink ear of the elephant, so I'm not going to use pink. There's a little bit of green in the tape that I put down here. Do you see it? We got the green leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and pop in the green down here. Check it out. Everybody on the same page with me here? Okay, then I'm going to go back to my original pink washi. Which unbelievably has disappeared off of my desk. You ever have that happen that you're using a particular pencil and it just like disappears? I just had that. Oh my gosh. All right, let me pull out and show you what we've got so far. Would you believe I put it back in the bag? I'm having too much fun with this. And if you can't find your original tape that you used, just find something that's similar. Oh. Okay. Now, again, when I put my tape down, I match my edge as much as possible so I don't have to cut. See how I did that right there? Just cut your excess off, and be sure when you cut it that you cut a straight line. Okay. And then let's cut our part on the top here. Now, when you first start to cut your washi tape on that edge, a little trick is cut outward to start your cut, and then go back and go along your line. That way it won't crinkle up on you. Okay, back to our darker tape. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, when you select your tape, match your width as much as you can. This one is actually spot on. Cut my tape. Now we've got a little bit of a gap, so we'll fix that. Amazon, Thomas. I bought my sets there. All right, so I had to cut out that little curly Q. Let's see the gray I want here. Now remember, if you can't match your color, to your satisfaction, so in this case I'm going to start with my gray. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of dark blue. And remember, that blue's going to pick up the gray. So it'll come out the darkness that you need. All right, let's get this top cut out. Now, remember I told you on your washi tape, don't start going inward on your edge. You want to go from in to out. That way you won't peel up your tape. Okay, let's do our next segment. Guys, what do you think? Now, I'm going to have a piece here that is not going to go side to side with the design because the gap is so big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to center my tape. Somebody tell me why I'm centering my tape. All right, we'll cut at the top and go from the middle of the tape towards the side here. I keep forgetting to ask you guys to hit that like button, and Thomas is filling that in for me. Thank you, Thomas. Why did I put the tape down the center? Now what I'm doing is I'm using the tip of the knife to pull up the tape I don't need. Not quite Julie, but good guess. The reason that I put it down the center is because it allows me to come back with my pencil and I'm going to match my orange. And it allows me to do that matching on either side. Now, I want you to notice as well, check this out. Is I'm taking my pencil with my orange, and not only am I coloring my edge, but I'm coloring on my washi tape. Why? Because I want to bring that orange onto the pattern to make it look like it belongs. So, yes, you can do coloring on washi tape. Isn't that wild? And then I'm going to come in with my Faber-Castell 103. That's my light color. And I'll color right over that edge. Thomas, why would you say that you think some people ignore you? Now, I would challenge you to tell me what was the washi tape and what is my pencil. Thomas, nobody's ignoring you. Okay, let me cut out the little finger of the bears. But don't feel bad, Thomas. Some people ignore me. Okay. Now, I have a really wide section of area here that I need to cover with my washi tape. So in this case, I'm going to use 2 segments of it. Not 1, not 3, but 2. The trick with your washi tape is you want to try and cover as much as you can with the least amount of tape. Okay, so I've got a very wide segment here. I'm going to take a second pull on my tape. And we'll put that down. You tried to tell Brittany hi and she ignored you? Well, she may have not seen it. I'm repositioning this tape. Thomas, you got to learn not to take things like that personally. Okay. Now I'm going to make my first cut on my tape. Remember, I tell you, you make it from the inside of the tape towards the outside. And then you follow your line. Now, if you can't quite see where your tape goes, because you can't see the line underneath, it's perfectly okay to lift and look for it. All right, I'm at the top here. And now I've got to come down and cut around this little bear or cat or whatever it is. Now, notice how I'm doing this in segments. I'm cutting out where I can see. Everybody see how I'm getting that to come out? Any questions? Thomas, I'm not even sure that Brittany is still watching. She comes in and then she tends to pop out and not say anything. All right, we're almost there, guys. Now, it can get a little dicey when you get into these smaller areas, but that's okay. Isn't that cute? And again, if you have a little tear or a little rip, use a matching color and fix it. Hi, Day Trade. Okay, now it looks like I missed part of the hand. There we go. Okay, there's the hand. So now I need to go back and fix that area that I cut out that shouldn't have been. So we'll go ahead and use colored pencil for that. And notice how I'm back blending to make that look cohesive. And then I'm going to come in with my dark bluish gray. And fill in these areas. Questions? Now I'm also missing the ear here. So I'm going to cut that out as well. Oh man, look how cool that looks. Let me pull out. Okay, dark blue. On top of the gray. And that way it'll match. Okay, couple more segments to do and we are in good shape. Now this next piece is a lighter color. Again, I'm going to look for the line that is the straightest. Let's see. No, I'm going to do a half and half. Now this time we can really see the pattern underneath. So this will be a breeze to cut out. Paper towel to rest my hand on. I'm going to start my cutting going outward so I don't bunch up the tape. Same on the other side. We'll trace around the head with my knife. And slowly peel that away. Piece of cake. Then I'll go ahead and cut my excess here. Start in the middle, go towards the outside. Same over here. And cut away the excess. What's my next step, guys? Somebody tell me real quick. Orange pencil. And we'll go ahead and color in this spot. And then I'm going to back blend over right over the washi tape. Here's my excess on the bottom. Let me slowly peel that up. Yes, Brittany, it's washi tape. Now, I'm going to extend the orange on this tape part here that wasn't there because I want to be able to extend it onto my open area here. See how I'm making that work? And I'll do the same type of thing over here. And as I said earlier, yes, you can color on washi tape. See how I'm making it look part of the pattern of where I colored in. Now I accidentally pulled up my purple here. I was a little bit short with my washi tape, so I'm just going to fill that in with pencil. How cool is that? One more segment, guys. I'm just erasing and cleaning up my spots by the cat body here. Whoop. Hold on, I'll get in the right spot in a moment. Make sure that the area underneath where you're putting your tape is clean. You don't want bits of eraser or black marks. Okay, I've got two little segments here that I want to color with my tape or put tape on. I'm going to use a short piece here and I'm going to line up as much of the tape as I can so I don't have to cut. Go from the center outward so I don't accidentally peel my tape up. Boom. And notice how I'm using my X-Acto knife to peel that tape up. It works great. Okay, let's do our last little segment here, which is here. Blue tape, don't need much. So guys, how do you feel about washi tape? Start in the center, cut outward. Start in the center, cut outward, get that little piece off. Start in the center, cut outward. Roll that around, center outward. Pull up the tape. Now I've got a little area where I cut too much. We'll go ahead and fill that in. The blue and the gray work perfectly. Understood, Linda. If anybody has issues with your hands, washi tape isn't going to work for you. Okay. Let me pull out. Doesn't that look cool? Now, I've got one little area that's bugging me. And that's this first area where I put the washi tape. My roll disappeared. I don't know if it fell on the floor or what, but I couldn't find it, so I had to switch to a similar tape. But it's looking different enough that it's bothering me. So I'm going to pull this up. Yeah, Maggie, it was tough for you, yeah. So I'm going to pull that up, and I'm going to use the proper tape design. Now, most of you probably wouldn't have noticed, but I did, or I do. Thomas, what do you think? Oh, that looks so much better to me. Did anybody else notice that it didn't match before I mentioned it? I've got little stickies of washi tape all over my table now. All right, so let's get this last area. Yeah, the colors were different. Yeah, it's like a stained glass effect, that's right. Guys, washi tape is not hard, it's fun. Now, sometimes what I do, if I can't quite see what's underneath, is I'll cut the tape a little bit short just so that I can see the pattern. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, Maggie, I got a set that had or has a wide variety of sizes. And that's what I use. Whoop. Again, I'm using my knife just to start that edge on the tape. All right. Start in the middle. Cut towards the outside. And like I said, I cut a little bit too much. Right by the horse's legs, so I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. And color over on my washi tape to blur the difference between the two. Oh, much better. All right, hang with me, guys. I'm basically done. All I have to do is pull out now and show you this and show you the other image. What do you guys think? Now, I will tell you, if you've never done this before, you're going to be fumble fingers. But trust me, it works out. Now, I'm going to be doing one more thing with this pattern. Of course, I'll do it tomorrow night because I'm out of time right now. Maggie, I'll look up washi tape when I'm done broadcasting and send you the links, and then you can decide if you like it. Remind me at 10:15 p.m. to send Maggie washi tape links. Okay. Oh, we done good.
Okay, I added send Maggie washi tape links for tonight at 10:15 p.m.
And again, I understand some of you can't do this, like I said, because of your hands, but you can see the process. All right, so this is from Adult Coloring Book by Tatiana Stilova. We worked up whatever this is laying across the bed. I still don't know. And I've got one more step that I'm going to do with this. And then we'll continue on our last few pieces. I'll put the stars in that Thomas asked me to put in. And for anybody that has a question, when I go to use my Krylon fixative, yes, I'm going to spray right over the washi tape. It really acts as a glue to make sure that it stays stuck. I've never had problems with washi tape peeling. Okay, so we did that. We worked on our little girl here, worked on the roses. I showed you how to make these dimensional. Dutch, I hope you've been enjoying this. AKA Darlene. Oh, too much fun. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Thanks for sticking with me since I ran late. Joyous, joyous coloring. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. We'll continue with this. Love on each other. That's what our group's known for. By the way, guys, did you know that we are very, very close to having 3,000 members? We are growing very quickly. Okay, guys, take care. I'm going to go stuff my face with something, probably hamburger and rice. Let me find a spot to zoom in on. There we go. How's that? Day trade. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned something. Guys, please click that like button. That's the only thing I ask of you. Okay, guys, take care. See you tomorrow night, same time, same place. And we will play some more. Oh, I just noticed a little area here that I need to color. You know me, I zoom in on an area and then I notice something. All right, guys, take care. Love you. Bye.